As a reseller, I'm always looking for ways to make more money. And recently, I have been doing 3 things differently that have helped me make more money in my reselling business. And I wanted to share those things with you guys here today. These 3 things are platform specific. So one will work universally for all your platforms. And then one is Poshmark specific. And then one is eBay specific. I'm going to start off with the Poshmark specific one. So if you don't already know, you need to have a Poshmark automation tool to make sales and maximize sales and profits on Poshmark. That's not the tip. But in order to use this Poshmark tip, you have to have a Poshmark automation service. And I personally use Prime Lister. I love Prime Lister. And on Prime Lister, like a lot of other Poshmark automation tools, you can constantly share your listings throughout the day, have your Poshmark automation tool automatically share your listings to Posh parties. Poshmark automation tools also automatically can send out the amount you choose % off to anybody who likes your items, and then also a shipping discount if you so choose. And so that is also great. But one thing that Prime Lister and other Poshmark automation tools help you with is relisting your items. Now, for the longest time, I would have Prime Lister relist my items every 90 days. And that was working okay, but I think I heard on another YouTube video that someone relisted their items every 60 days. And so I had the little tab on Prime Lister, the one that you can adjust to relist your items after how many days you choose. I changed that down to 60. Now, you don't have to have this feature on at all when it comes to Prime Lister. I'm not sure about other platforms, but you don't have to have the relist feature on. So I had it at 60 days. And then recently I've lowered that to 30 days. Now, I was worried about doing this because I thought, okay, if someone likes an item and then they have it liked and then they save it for later to when maybe they can afford it, or just when they're, in a better place to buy the item. What if when they go back to buy the item, it's no longer there, the item they liked is gone because it's been relisted? And so that was my fear. But honestly, I'm so glad I changed it to 30 days relisting because it has helped my items get to the top of search results, right? And so when someone searches for something, they don't have to scroll all the way down to find my item. My item is one of the first ones up there, and that helps make more sales because people don't scroll all the way down unless they're looking for something very specific. But there's a lot of competition out there, and so relisting my items every 30 days has really helped me make sales. On Prime Lister, you can filter by relisting an item by how many likes it has. So you can set it to, if my item has more than 10 likes, don't relist it. But I have mine set to 25 because I don't really get items that get more than 25 likes before they sell. I just have it set to 25 because I don't really want there to be a limit. I want all my items to be relisted after 30 days now because likes don't matter, right? Sales matter. And so an item can have many likes, but it's worth relisting because likes are just likes. You want your items to sell. And so relisting your item gets your item at the top of search results, and it's great for the Poshmark algorithm. So I definitely recommend, if you have a Poshmark automation tool, try lowering your relist feature if you have it at 60 days or 90 days or 120, how many days you have it at. Lower it down to 30 days because it has really been beneficial for me. And so maybe give that a try yourself. My second tip is for eBay. Now, I know a lot of other resellers do this. I'm new to the game, I guess you could say. I used to do this when I first started reselling, but a great way to help out your eBay store and help out the eBay algorithm is to end 10 active listings a day or 5 active listings a day, depending on the size of your eBay store. And so recently I have been ending 10 of my oldest items. So I think it's 3 dots or something, and I just click end item. And then those 10 items will go to the unsold part of my eBay page. I do this all on my phone. And then I'll go to that unsold page and I will not relist those 10 items, but click sell similar, because if you push relist, eBay is just taking that as you've relisted those 10 items. And so they're not going to go to the top of search results. Whereas if you push sell similar, eBay is going to recognize those as 10 new listings. And so you have those ended active listings go to unsold, you push sell similar, and then sometimes they'll adjust the title or the description. But a lot of the time I just look things over and then I push list again, and then 10 of my old items will be refreshed, relisted in a sense, but it doesn't work the same as the Poshmark algorithm. And so you push sell similar, and then those new active listings come up. And it's a great way, especially a great thing to do on days that you're not posting new inventory or not listing new items. But if you are doing it on a day that you're doing new items, you just get double or triple the amount of items that you usually would put out. So every day on my phone, I've been doing that, ending listings and then selling similar, those 10 listings. And it has really truly helped me make eBay sales. It gets more eyes on my items and really helps out the eBay algorithm. The third tip for this video is a little bit more complicated. This does take a little bit more time, but I honestly believe that it is worth it. And that is to make a Pinterest account. Now, I have a personal Pinterest account that I don't really ever go on. I only use it for recipes. I have a food tab that I make all my family's dinner on. But I recently made a Pinterest business account, and I just put Cyan Kate, which is my handle for a lot of my reselling platforms as well as YouTube. It's Cyan Kate Reseller on here, but I just had Cyan Kate, and then I had a little blurb, and then I took my profile picture and I went over to Poshmark, and I don't save all my old photos because my photos, my phone automatically get backed up to my Google Drive. And so I just delete them off of my Google Drive. So my old photos, most of my photos of my clothing inventory isn't on my phone anymore. They're just gone. But I wanted to list my items onto Pinterest. So I went onto Poshmark and I took a screenshot. I haven't listed all my items over to Pinterest yet, but I took a screenshot of an item and then I cropped that down to get rid of, the timestamp and everything. So it's just the photo. And then I created a pin on Pinterest. I had that photo. And then I just copied and pasted the title over to the title on my Pinterest pin. And then I copied not the whole description, but just my keywords, and then put that in the description section. And then it has a section within the pin to add a link. And now this is where you get to choose. You can choose to link your Depop store, your eBay store, your Poshmark store. Actually, I'm not sure about eBay. eBay is a little bit more complicated, but Poshmark and Mercari, right? So you can choose what platform you want to focus on. For Pinterest, it would be a lot of work to have 4 or 5 different Pinterest accounts for every platform, or to include like 4 different links. I don't even think you can do that. So I made a Pinterest account specifically for Depop. And so I put in my Depop link where it says link right on Depop. You can go into settings and it'll have your Depop handle. And I just put that in the link section of the pin. I don't link the specific pin. I just link my Depop page in general. So I add that to the link section. And then for all my Depop pins on my Pinterest board, I have what's it called? A pin board? Yeah, it's a board where all your pins are. And it's called my Depop inventory. And so I've been starting from Poshmark, but really my end game is to get people from Pinterest over to Depop. And so I've transferred some of my older listings over on to Pinterest, but all my new listings lately that I've been posting every day going forward, I have been also putting those on Pinterest and just adding my Depop link. And then it's been sending people over to Depop, and this has truly gotten more eyes on my Depop. I have never had so many likers before. I haven't. I've gotten a lot of likers. It has made me a few more sales so far, but the amount of likers and interest and eyes on my page has increased. And so that is great. I've actually made a direct sale from Pinterest before. On Pinterest, it'll give you your pin stats. And so it'll show you or tell you how many people have seen your pin, how many people have clicked on your pin, and then how many people, once they were on your pin, clicked on either the picture or the link to take them to your Depop account. And I have made one sale directly from Pinterest. Someone clicked on my pin on Pinterest, and then they either clicked on my link or on my photo on Pinterest and it sent them to my Depop store, and I made a direct sale from there. And I knew that because on my Pinterest stat for this one pin, it was a pair of worn shoes. It said one outpost click or one outsource click, something like that. And then that was the same item that sold on Depop. And so that is really great. So far on Pinterest, I think I have like 9.7K views a month. And I've only been doing this for less than a month. And so I can't wait to see how many eyes on my pins I get per month going forward, what my averages out to. It's really exciting to see. I'm hoping that the more listings, the new listings going forward that I add onto Pinterest will bring more eyes to Depop. And then I'm going to transfer over photos from Poshmark because that's where I start. And I'm going to eventually get all of my listings from all my platforms onto Pinterest that will take people who are interested in my items over to my Depop store, and then they can buy them on my Depop store. On Poshmark, I can get eyes on my stuff by using a Poshmark automation tool. Mercari, I don't really care about Mercari. It's my least favorite platform. I'm the least invested in it. I know I shouldn't be because there are no fees on Mercari, but I'm just kind of so-so about Mercari. I'm not really into branding myself that much on Mercari, but Poshmark has its automation tools. Mercari I'm so-so about, and then eBay, it has the sell similar feature. But for Depop, it's a lot harder to relist your items. You can copy to a new listing, but then you have to add in the photos. It doesn't automatically transfer over the photos when you copy a new listing to try and, in a sense, relist your items on Depop. And I delete my old photos, like I said, and so it's really hard to get eyes on my Depop account and encourage the Depop algorithm. And so Pinterest has been a great way for me to get eyes on my Depop account, but you can use this for any account you want. You can bring people from Pinterest over to Poshmark or over to eBay. I think I actually have a Pinterest that I started that was specifically for specifically for Poshmark when I first started out, but I haven't done anything with that. But yeah, that is all for the 3 tips for this video. I hope you try one out if you haven't been doing one already. I have found all 3 beneficial and they don't take that long. I can do them when I'm just sitting down. Primelist are super easy. They have their own app. Not sure about other Poshmark automation tools, but that's something I can turn on in the background. It's literally one click, changed it from 60 to 30, and then had the don't relist feature, a really insane high amount of likes. And so there really isn't any limit, and it'll relist all my items. And then eBay, selling similar, super easy. I literally did that today as I was sitting on the couch watching Puss in Boots with my daughter. And then Pinterest is also something you can do when you're sitting down on your phone. And so it's really great. I hope these tips help you out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Hopefully you guys will be there. Bye.